Hey guys, it's me Kate again. So this video will be my book haul. I'm not sure when this is going up, mostly because I only got four books since my last book haul. Mind you, these two of these books I actually ordered prior to that book haul going up, but they only showed up today, so I couldn't fit them in there because of that. So I'll start with them because they are physical books. The first of them being The Sunlit Man by Brandon Sanderson, which is final secret project that I didn't have, and I don't actually know anything about this book other than he had 4 secret novels he was working on during pandemic or something like that, and this is one of them. So I'll read you from the back. From the #1 New York Times bestselling author Brandon Sanderson, creator of the Stormlight Archive, the Mistborn Saga, and numerous bestselling works of science fiction and fantasy, comes this standalone novel showing a rare glimpse of a future of Cosmia universe. Putting a distance between himself and Restless the Night Brigade has been a nomad strategy for years, staying 1 or 2 steps ahead of his pursuers by skipping through Cosmia from one world to the next. But now his power is too depleted to escape. Nomad finds himself trapped on Quantico, a planet that will kill anyone who doesn't keep moving. Fleeing the fires of a sunrise that melts the very stones he is instantly caught up in the struggle between a heartless tyrant and a brave rebel who defies rebels who defy him. Failure means a quick death, increased by the sun, or a lifetime as a mindless slave. Tormented by the consequences of his past, Nomad must fight not only for his survival, but also for his very soul. So yeah, I don't know what to expect from this book. At a point, currently I read one of the secret projects, and I'm in the middle of the other one. So, and the second physical book that I got is Wind and Truth by Brandon Sanderson, which is 5th and final book in the Stormlight Archive. This time I got the edition that wasn't split up into parts, so this entire book, and I checked, it's the 1,329 pages long. So, and I told my parents to guess how long was it. My mom was 300 pages short, and she was the closer one to the actual number of pages in this book. So in this is, as I said, 5th book in the Stormlight Archive, in which are following the war between the Alethi and the Parshanti, which started when Parshanti killed Alethi king, and stuff goes from there. And the other 2 books that I got were on my Kindle, and those are Trials of Apollo Hidden Oracle and Trials of Apollo The Dark Prophecy by Rick Riordan. I don't know anything about these books other than their first books in one of his Greek mythology retelling series for middle grade readers. So we'll see. So we are back to this book haul. So in this part I'll be talking about a bunch of physical books that I got. So let's go. First thing that I got is physical copy of Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. This is in Croatian. I actually already read this book. I listened to the audiobook, and this is third book in Fourth Wing series. I think it's called Imperial series, but I'm not sure. And in this series of following Violet, who saved her entire life to become a scribe, but when her father dies, her mother decides she would actually go to dragon riding school, which isn't the best thing for Violet to be doing, because she has some issues, some medical issues, and stuff goes from there. Then I actually have another two books that I already read, but on ebook, I believe, and those are Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo, which are second and third book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy. And in this one, we're following a girl named Alina, who is a map maker, but turns out she has powers, and stuff goes from there. And in the first book, she goes to magical school, and I don't remember what these two are about anymore. I read them a few years ago, so then we have three books that I didn't read, and first of which is Wicked by Gregory Maguire, which is this is movie tie-in edition. I believe this is kind of a backstory of Glinda and Elphaba, or Good Witch of the North and Wicked Witch of the West, I believe. Listen, it was a really long time ago when I watched The Wizard of Oz, and I don't remember if I ever read the books, so yeah, and I never actually read this, but considering the movie came out and also it's a really popular musical, I decided that I will read it, even though I know the book is different from the movie and the musical, because musical was based on the book and the movie was based on the musical, and so that's why it's like different. For example, I believe that in a movie, that musical and the movie have one character who is actually in the book is actually two separate characters. So, but I never read, so I don't know. And they also got Elfie by Gregory Maguire, which is prequel to Wicked, following Elphaba as a child. I also never read that one. And then the last book that I got is K-Pop Confidential by Stefan Lee. And actually this copy was in a bookshop for at least for over 2 years, based on a sticker with a price, because this has price in kunas, and we started using euros January 1st, 2023. Yeah, it was my freshman year of college. So actually, I don't know, only thing that I know about this book, it's about K-pop group, so I'll read the blurb from the back. And it's Cadence is your average Korean American teen who cannot believe her luck when she's picked from thousands of auditionees to travel to Seoul and train to become a K-pop star. There's only one problem: she's really not cut out for it. Training is grueling. The girls are mean, and the number one rule is no dating, which proves extra tough when she meets superstar idol 1G and fellow trainee Young Bae. In a battle to debut, Cadence must decide whether a spot in the most hyped K-pop girl group full-time is really worth risking everything for. So we'll see what it's about, or if I liked it. So this is it for this video. If you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe. Down below is my social media, my email, and some other stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.